gentlemen, let me introduce to you on stage Armin Van Buuren. So Armin, good to see you. Good that you come here. I heard you were flying in from Ibiza this morning.
Yeah, it's a very busy season in Ibiza. Every Monday a privilege. And now here to present something very special here.
Yeah, I hear that even sometimes you are having performances which last up to 7 hours. How do you manage that for yourself?
Well, without a crowd it's impossible. You know, I feed the energy of the crowd when I see the people in front of me and they're dancing. Not sitting like right now, but when people are standing up and dancing like this, you know. Yeah. It's just, you get so much energy from the people, and when you see them jumping, it's sort of, you know, you energize each other. So.
Yeah, oh, that's great, yeah. We have been working for quite some time now to create some products together with your experience and our experience together. Maybe it's a bit difficult to ask in front of so many people, but how is it actually to work together with my team and with your people? What is your experience there?
Well, what's really great is when we first had the meetings about this some time ago, I really found the passion for sound with Philips, and I have the same thing, you know. Audio has to be perfect, you know. In my studio I spend a lot of time on every little detail in sound, and the same goes for Philips. So that's you know, those passions combined, I think, is a perfect match.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. By the way, would it be a good idea to just show a little bit around and what we have been creating together?
Yes, like I'm very excited because we've been working on this and talking for so many times, and finally I can share the news with you here.
Yeah.
So I'm really pleased.
So, can you explain to the audience what this actually is and what has been created here?
Well, maybe I should start by saying that many of my fans always ask me, you know, I want to be a DJ, what kind of stuff should I buy? And the equipment that we use is very expensive. A lot of people, they're like, oh, you know, now I can't learn. So I was thinking, how can I create something for beginners, if you want to experience how to DJ live? And also for people that just want to DJ at home for fun, or just have a great thing. So what you see here, it's actually it's a controller, a DJ controller with an iPad. You can also use your iPhone or whatever. So the music essentially comes from the iPad, and a great set of speakers. Well, it's not just a set of speakers, it's a really loud set of speakers. I made sure that was the case, you know. Yeah. And what I'm really proud of is that it's very close to what I normally do when I DJ in a room for a big audience. So I made sure when we sat down for the design, of course we have, you know, limited space because you want it to be small, you want it to be able to carry it on an airplane. If you want to go have a beach party with your friends, it has to be portable. So it's portable. It's portable. I had a lot of demands, and I really didn't think you guys could put it all into one box, and it sounds really great too. So maybe I should play something?
Maybe before I ask you another question, sorry. How did you influence the design of this product? What kind of specific things you could put in as specific requirements from you?
Well, for example, I wanted it to be portable. I had this idea in my head that you would go on the beach and party with your friends. And I also had the idea, for example, to be able to daisy chain. So if you buy one and your friend has one too, you can hook them up, link them up. So in theory, if you have 10 friends that all have the same thing, you can daisy chain them, and you have a huge PA system. Oh, okay. And because it's portable, you can bring it on the beach and have a beach party. Oh, yeah. And if the police comes, you can quickly unhook it and look away. No, that's... and also, what I helped with the design is, of course, I had to have a very small surface, but put everything that I needed as a DJ. The tools that I use a lot, for example, EQ is on there. DJs use tempo. Why do we use tempo? Because we want to sync up the record. Essentially what you see here is two separate turntables, like from the from the past. One record is playing, and I want to mix in the other one. So I always use my headphones to cue up the second record. And what DJs do is they sync up the tempos. So the software helps you to recognize the BPM, the beats per minute. So let's say I'm playing a track that's running at 132 beats per minute. I want to play a second track. I have the tempo slider here, so I can have the same BPM. Mm-hmm. And then I need to count in for the right bar. That's something you can learn very easy on this thing. And you start mixing. And if you have a little bit problems with syncing up the decks, this device also includes a sync button. So if you need a little help in the beginning with syncing up records, we've added a sync button too. And I made sure that the controls that you want first, that you use most, are accessible easily. And what I really like is that you can also record your mix instantly. So let's say you're on the beach, you're having a great time, or you're somewhere at home, you're having a party with your friends, and you're mixing, you can record your mix at the same time. So, and that mix you can share on social media or whatever. So that's really cool, I think.
Okay, well, thank you. Would you like to tell a little bit about the latest album that you have been releasing?
Yeah, well, my latest album is called Intense.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's going really well.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a single out called This Is What It Feels Like, and that's doing particularly well in America right now, which I'm really, really proud. So, yeah, touring all over the world. My wife doesn't see me very much, but it's really exciting because we're building a big show called Armin Only, for which I will DJ for a longer time, 7 or 8 hours. I like to play longer sets to build up a night. So for me, it's really exciting, and yeah, it's been an intense year. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a lot of 7 hours for you now to play.
No,
but would you like to play something for the audience?
If the audience like to, yes.
Yes, I think so. Okay, Armin Van Buuren.
So I will explain a few things about what I'm doing here. I'm using the effects right now, the EQ. I'm using the left deck. And I have all kinds of effects that you would normally find on a professional mixer as well. So echo, for example. Or a flanger. So you can look really cool with your friends when you do that, right? Like that. So normally I do this on headphones, but now for the demonstration I'd like to show you what I would do on my headphones. Here's a headphone jack. I use the Q button here and I can preview this mixer or this turntable. So I can select a track on this turntable and I have my selection of music that's on the iPad. And for example, I choose, name a track. For example, Pulsar. So see, it loads the track onto the desk. There's the track. So I'm looking at the BPM. It's 132, the record that's currently playing. I can use the tempo slider to slide it up to 132. EQ out the low frequencies. That looks like a real turntable, right? There's really a lot more to say. There's all kinds. There's also some sound effects in here, which I think are really cool. So if you have a sample of your screaming cats, you can also. DJ. All kinds of tools, sound effects that you can add to your mix to really customize your sound. So it's not just 2 records that are playing, you can have different effects, you can add samples to it and be very creative with it and record it, which I think is really great. So in the workshop later we'll go more in depth about the special details that are in the software as well. There's an app attached to this that you get when you buy this product. It's called the Algorithm and it's a really, really cool piece of software. And I think it comes really close to an actual DJ experience. And I really encourage you guys to come and listen to the sound because it's really loud.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Armin Van Buuren, thank you very much.